How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the Westin Pro Traxx on our 2023 Ford F-150 SuperCrew. The person that would want to add Nerf boards or running boards to their vehicle is someone that wants a little bit more ease for access in and out of the vehicle, as well as giving you additional space for traction in ice and mud, and a place to scrape off your boots if you happen to be in a muddy area. One of the other benefits of it is the fact that it enhances the appearance of the vehicle. If you were looking for more of a blacked out look versus the chrome that we have on this one, it's also available in a satin black. Let's take a closer look at the Westin Max Traxx just to see some of the features that you're picking up with this running board. We're going to start at the very end. You can notice that unlike the older Nerf bars back in the day, you don't have a plastic tube on the end, it's completely sealed. So that's going to help reduce picking up any water on the inside and reduce corrosion. Another cool feature is going to be this extra large pad. It's 24 inches long, 4 inches wide, and it's nice and textured to give you a good grip. And another small feature is the fact that the Nerf bar is oval, so it gives you more of a flat surface to actually make contact and keep traction. And Nerf bars can also give you an additional step to get into the vehicle a lot easier. And it makes it easier for getting out as well. So really great feature to add to your truck. We're going to start our installation by getting everything laid out and noticing some differences with our setup. Because it does work across a few different models, you want to get the parts that you need with the configuration you need for your F-150. So one thing right off the top is to notice there's a difference as far as your brackets. You're going to have 3 on each side. One is going to be stamped A. That's going to go in the front towards the front of the vehicle. And then the middle and rear are going to be your B brackets. For our particular setup on this vehicle, it's going to require the additional mounting bracket, and we're just going to fix that to our brackets. We're going to take one of our bolts with the square on the end and the flat side and feed it through both sections. We're going to grab a lock washer, a flat washer, and a 1/2 inch nut, and fasten it together on all 3 brackets. So once I get that completed, we're going to keep it just hand tight, and we're going to go to the next step of our installation under the vehicle. So we're going to get our bolt threaded through. We're going to add our flat washer, our lock washer, and hand tighten our 1/2 inch nut, and hand it under the vehicle. Now that we have our mounting brackets assembled, we're going to go underneath the truck and get everything lined up. This is just a demonstration and not a permanent installation, so I'm going to skip this step, but included you're going to have these spacers to help keep space between the brackets themselves and the aluminum underbody. They are made of steel, and steel and aluminum together can cause a lot of corrosion. So this is a step that I'm skipping, but you definitely do not want to with your permanent install. So let's go underneath and get it going. All right, so now we're going to identify the studs that are going to be underneath our vehicle, and they're right here. And it's going to match up with the holes on our bracket. It's usually easier to get the top one aligned and the other 2 just fall into place. And we're going to hand tighten our fasteners on this guy. Similar sequence. Here we go, flat washer, lock washer, and nut. And we don't want to tighten them down completely yet, so we'll have a little bit of play when we're mounting up our bar. So it's the same process on all 3 on this side. So I'm going to just get that going and we'll move to the next step. So now that we have our brackets hand tighted on position, we're going to slide over our bracket covers and just thread through a bolt with a washer, and we're going to put a washer on the other side of our bolt as well. And then fasten it down with our 10mm nut. And just to make sure everything stays in the correct position, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a bolt and washer and thread it all the way through the bracket and cover. Grab another washer and tighten it down with our nut. Now that we have our bracket covers installed on our brackets, we're going to get our hardware for putting our Nerf bar on. So we're going to take our crush washer, put it over our Allen bolt, as well as our flat washer. And I'm just going to go and I went ahead and done it all for all of my hardware. And we're just going to line that up and rest it across our brackets. From here, we're going to go underneath. And I'm just going to start with the center. I'm going to first get it aligned and try not to drop it on my face. And once we have all the hardware hand tightened in, we're going to go through and not only fasten the Nerf bar, but the brackets themselves. Our next step is going through, after we have our hardware on and our board positioned, we're going to go through and just tighten down all the hardware and make sure everything is as it should be. So I'm going to go through and just get everything fastened down. Now that we have all of our hardware fastened, we want to make sure that we have it all torqued down to the manufacturer specs. It's in the install guide, so grab your torque wrench and just make sure you have all of your fasteners to the required amount. After you have everything installed on this side, you're going to follow the same process for the passenger side and get it all put in. Overall, the Westin Pro Traxx 4 is a handsome add-on to your F-150 and is very utility as far as giving you additional assistance getting in and out of the vehicle. Well, this is Ed with etrailer.com, and this has been a look at the Westin Pro Traxx 4 on our 2023 Ford F-150. Have a great day.